All right, welcome back to the form video series on the channel, guys. Okay, today I'm gonna be going over the overhead cable tricep extension. So anytime you do any sort of overhead movement, you're already taking your tricep and putting it in the lengthened position. It's already above your head. This is a great movement to work the long head of the triceps in such a way that's gonna prevent you from getting really locked up. If you only work your muscles in the shortened position, it's a great way to get a lot of soreness and then get tight and stay there, right? Kind of get rounded up, have bad posture. And over time, it's just gonna make your mobility worse. So again, set this up. You can get a multitude of different attachments. You can do it with a rope attachment. I'm gonna use an easy bar attachment here. Get into my position. I do like doing these with a back support. You don't have to have a back support, but again, if you're trying to work the tricep and not worry about your core and worry about all this other stuff, just make it simple. Focus on one movement, one muscle, right? So I want to point my elbows as high as I can. I'm going to bring them inwards towards my head and lock out at the top. Now, as I go down, I'm not going to let my elbows come forward as much like this. You may have to do that if your mobility isn't quite there yet, or to do a warm-up set, that's fine. But generally speaking, whenever we do any sort of arm movement, the upper arm does not move very much. So we're gonna keep those elbows and upper arm locked in place. I'm coming up, locking out, holding that stretch at the bottom, getting a full range of motion. Forearms touch the biceps. Then I contract the tricep and lock out. Again, this is gonna work the long head of the tricep complex a little bit more. Commonly missed. A lot of people do cable tricep push downs, dips, other movements like that. You're just not going to work this head of the tricep as effectively unless you do some sort of lengthened position exercise like this. Now you can do this with a dumbbell, of course. I'm sure you've seen people hold a dumbbell like this, do it behind the head. That's a great movement to do as well, but sometimes it comes with a little bit more injury. It's hard to get a heavy enough dumbbell up behind your head without hitting yourself or something. That's why I like doing it with a cable. And you can do these with a rope extension. So if you don't like the setup here and you feel like it's a little funny on your shoulders, sometimes having the ability to move where your hands go with something like a rope as you lock out will allow you a little bit more flexibility in the movement pattern, and it might compensate for your lack of mobility a little bit more, so you can still exercise the movement while working on your flexibility and getting better at it over time. Use whatever attachment feels the best for you. As with anything when it comes with hypertrophy training, you're going to want to do what feels comfortable for longevity so you're not hurting or putting stress on joints. We want the stress and activation on muscle, not joints. And so do what works best for you and what you feel like gives you the best mind to muscle connection. And that is how we're going to set up for a seated overhead tricep extension.